Alright, budget magic time. Playing some blue-red dragons in standard, and we get to play first, and this is alright-ish. We're gonna need another land, but I think this is fine. So Highland Lake, pass the turn. See what our opponent's up to. Plains. And Thraben Inspector. Gets clue token. Well, Mountain, go. Forest for our opponent. Gets in with Thraben Inspector. And Pacifist. Alright, let's Dimensional Infiltrator. We get an island. Get in with Dimensional Infiltrator. And let's just Sky Spawner. Pass the turn. Our Draconic Roars get much better if we draw a dragon and they're dealing damage. We will use them if we have to. A little nervous about Dramoka's command. That would be a little bit of a blowout. Pump up the Pacifist, let it attack, kill one of our things. But I guess Nissa's another possibility. Tireless Tracker. Sure. Gets in 4-1. We get another Draconic Roar. Let's attack with our flyers. Put our opponent down to 14. And then just kill the Tireless Tracker. And pass the turn. Another land for our opponent. Duskwatch. Gets in 4-1. There's land. Alright, let's get in with our flyers. Put our opponent to 10. And then just Dimensional Infiltrator and pass the turn to keep the Duskwatch from flipping. Opponent cracks their clue. Well, we're definitely pretty far ahead in this race. And technically we can Slumgar Sorcerer if we really need to. Well, we're not going to Slumgar Sorcerer or Thraben Inspector. Cracks the clue. It's just such a huge advantage to attacking in the air. And our opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Well, off to a good start. Against this deck, Seismic Rupture seems like it could be good. And possibly Rending Volley. Not sure on Rending Volley. We'll go down a Sorcerer and the Stratus Dancers. Actually, maybe we go down Slumgar Scorns, a couple as well, for Rending Volleys. And try it like that. Slumgar Scorn's a little worse when we're on the draw. This hand. I think this is fine on the draw. Valving Wilds cracks it. Yeah, Wandering Fumarole, pass the turn. So our opponent's just green-white humans. Thalia's Lieutenant for our opponent. Land and... Alright, let's just pass. We can flash something in, or we can Draconic Roar if we need to. This could be green-white. Oh, okay. This is the Human Company deck. Our opponent gets in 4-1. We will Dimensional Infiltrator. Island. Get in with our Infiltrator. And let's just Sky Spawner. Probably should have sideboarded a little differently. I didn't really sideboard with Collected Company in mind. Dramoka's command fights our token. Follows it up with Reflector Mage. Bounces Dimensional Infiltrator. Gets in 4-3. Drawing a dragon here would be nice for the damage with this Draconic Roar. Plains. Well, I think we still need to kill that thing. Play the Shivan Reef. Get in with the Sky Spawner. And Reflector Mage, not as good against flash creatures, because we can recast this Dimensional Infiltrator. So it says until their next turn, and technically it's their next turn. Displacer. Well, replay the Infiltrator. Get in with both. Opponent's down to 12. Now let's just pass. We actually might be able to win next turn. If we play Infiltrator Rattle Chains, hit our opponent down to 4, and then Exquisite Firecraft for the win. Assuming they don't have anything. Thraven Inspector. Fine. And Tireless Tracker. Alright, that should be the game. Sweet. This deck is actually pretty good. Dimensional Infiltrator. Swing with all of our 2/1 flyers. Put our opponent to 4, and then Exquisite Firecraft for Xaxes. Sweet! Well, we took down the Human Company deck. Not bad at all.